Listen to me. You cry out for deeper faith, yet tremble when the wind rises. You ask for miracles, yet question me when the water moves beneath your feet. And still I ask you, as I asked Peter, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? Matthew 14:31, KJV. Do you not understand? The moment you stepped out of the boat, you were already doing what others only dreamed about. You were walking where no human strength could carry you. You were sustained not by skill, not by logic, not by safety, but by my word. When I said come, I did not speak lightly. My voice carries power. My command carries provision. If I call you, I sustain you. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Hebrews 4:16 KJV. Boldly, not cautiously, not half-heartedly, not stepping out while secretly planning your retreat. You do not need perfect faith. You need focused faith. The water did not hold Peter, I did, and the same hand that reached for him is extended toward you. When you look at me, you rise. When you measure the storm, you sink. Choose where your eyes will rest. You think the storm is against you. You think the wind is punishment. You think the waves are proof that I have forgotten you. But hear me clearly. The storm is not sent to destroy you. It is sent to reveal you. The disciples were in the boat because I told them to go. The wind did not surprise me. The darkness did not confuse me. I saw them toiling and rowing. Mark 6:48 KJV. I saw their fear before they felt it fully. And I see yours. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers they shall not overflow thee. Isaiah 43:2 KJV. Notice what I said. Not if you pass through the waters. When? Storms do not mean abandonment, they mean advancement. Pressure exposes what comfort conceals. In calm seas, anyone can claim trust. But when the wind howls and the sky turns dark, what lives in your heart comes to the surface. Faith or fear, trust or doubt, focus or distraction. The storm reveals where your confidence truly rests. If your peace disappears when control disappears, then your peace was never anchored in me. But if you keep your eyes on me, even trembling steps become miracles. The storm is a mirror. It shows you what you believe about me. And I am not threatened by your weakness. Even when you begin to sink, I am near. Even when your faith shakes, my hand does not. The wind may roar, but my word is stronger. You prayed for more faith, more purpose, more of me, and when I answered, you trembled. Peter did not fall because I rejected him. He stepped onto the water because he asked, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And I said one word, come. Matthew 14:28-29 KJV. You want the word come, but you do not want the water beneath your feet. When you ask me to enlarge you, I will stretch you. When you ask for deeper faith, I will remove the shallow ground. Do not pray for growth and then fear the process. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Jeremiah 33:3 KJV. You ask me to show you great things. Why are you surprised when they look impossible? Faith is not proven in the boat. It is proven in the step. Do not ask me to move mountains while refusing to leave comfort. Do not ask for destiny while clinging to safety. When I say come, I am inviting you beyond what you can control, and I do not mock you when you obey imperfectly. One step in trembling faith honors me more than a lifetime of safe intentions. Look at the water. It defies logic. It resists your weight. It reflects the chaos around you, and yet you walked. Not because you were strong, not because the storm stopped, but because you trusted my voice more than the wind. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1 KJV. Faith does not wait for calm conditions. Faith moves while the wind is still blowing. Fear says you cannot. Faith says, He called me. The moment you shift your gaze from me to the waves, fear begins to speak louder. The wind has always been there. What changed was your focus. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Isaiah 26:3 KJV, stayed on me. Faith is not denial of reality. It is confidence in my authority over reality. The sea obeys me. The wind knows my name. Creation trembles at my command, and yet you doubt whether I can hold you? Little faith is not absence of faith. It is distracted faith. Lift your eyes again. The water is not your foundation. I am. Listen carefully. The wind did not knock Peter down. The waves did not overpower him. The moment he began to sink was not when the storm grew stronger. It was when his focus shifted. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, "Lord, save me." Matthew 14:30 KJV. When he saw the wind, fear enters through the eyes. Doubt grows when you magnify what opposes you instead of who sustains you. The storm gains influence when you meditate on it. The wind has noise, but I have authority. You replay the problem in your mind. You analyze the threat. You measure the odds, and slowly your confidence in me weakens. Be not afraid, only believe. Mark 5:36 KJV. Only believe. You cannot stare at the storm and stay steady. You cannot exalt the obstacle and expect peace. What you focus on shapes what you feel, and what you feel begins to direct how you move. Lift your eyes. The waves may rise, but they answer to me. The wind may shout, but it cannot override my voice unless you let it. I did not call you to study the storm. I called you to trust the Savior. You did not step out because of confidence in yourself. You stepped out because of confidence in me. And doubt begins the moment you forget that. I did not say, "Come if you are strong enough." I did not say, "Come if the conditions improve." I simply said, "Come." Matthew 14:29 KJV. When I speak, creation responds. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. John 1:1 KJV. My word formed light from darkness. My word raised the dead. My word calmed the sea. And yet you question whether my word can carry you. Doubt is not born from weak ability. It is born from forgotten identity. You forget who walks toward you on the water. You forget who commands the storm. You forget who chose you. I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee. Hebrews 13:5 KJV. Never. Not in calm, not in chaos, not in your trembling. The moment you remember who called you, faith rises again. You are not standing on water. You are standing on my word. You think I am distant when the wind is loud. You think I have stepped back when the waves rise. But listen to me. I am nearer in your storm than in your comfort. The disciples did not see me while the sea was calm. They saw me walking toward them in the fourth watch of the night, in the darkest hour. And in the fourth watch of the night Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. Matthew 14:25 KJV. I came to them on the water, not after the storm, not when it settled, but in the middle of it. When you are pressed, I draw near. When you are uncertain, I move closer. You feel exposed, but you are not abandoned. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1 KJV. Present, not symbolic, not delayed, present. You measure my nearness by your feelings. I measure it by my faithfulness. I do not withdraw because you struggle. I do not retreat because you tremble. The storm does not create distance between us, it removes distractions. In calm seasons, you lean on routine. In storms, you cling to me. And in that clinging, you discover something you would never learn on the shore. I am enough. Hear this clearly. You sink when you start calculating what I already commanded. The moment Peter analyzed the waves, he forgot the invitation. The sea did not change. My word did not change. Only his focus did. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Romans 10:17 KJV. Faith grows by hearing my word, not by measuring your circumstances. You stand on what you rehearse. If you rehearse the danger, fear strengthens. If you rehearse my promise, faith awakens. You ask, Lord, can I survive this? But I already said, come. Why are you negotiating with the waves when I have spoken? Heaven does not retract my commands because of earthly turbulence. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God. Believe also in me. John 14:1 KJV. Believe also in me, not in the size of the storm, not in the stability of the boat, not in the opinions of others watching from safety. Believe in me. When you measure the waves, you measure impossibility. When you hold to my word, you walk on what once terrified you. Your problem is not the height of the waves, it is the direction of your eyes. You noticed how quickly you began to sink. But did you notice how quickly I reached? And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him. Matthew 14:31 KJV. Immediately. I did not hesitate. I did not lecture first. I did not wait for you to prove yourself worthy of rescue. Before the water could close over you, my hand was there. You fear failure as if it disqualifies you. You think one moment of weakness erases your calling? But hear me clearly. Your sinking does not shock me. Your cry moves me. Lord, save me. That is all Peter said. No long prayer. No perfect theology. Just desperation pointed in the right direction. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Psalm 34:17 KJV. All, not some, not the easy ones, all. When you begin to fall, do not hide, do not pretend, do not drown in silence. Cry out. I am not standing at a distance evaluating you. I am close enough to catch you. My grace moves faster than your fear. My mercy reaches deeper than your doubt. You may stumble, but I will not abandon. You focus on the phrase little faith as if it were condemnation, but look closer. I did not say you had no faith. I said it was little. Little faith stepped out of the boat. Little faith walked on water. Little faith cried out instead of sinking silently. Even mustard seed faith moves mountains. If ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, nothing shall be impossible unto you. Matthew 17:20 KJV. A grain, small does not mean useless. Small means growing. You expect yourself to have unshakable faith overnight. I build it through experience. Every storm endured, every rescue remembered, every promise fulfilled, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it. Philippians 1:6 KJV. I began this work in you, I am not finished. Little faith that looks to me becomes stronger faith. Faith tested becomes faith anchored. Faith stretched becomes faith steady. Do not despise your beginning. You stepped, you trusted, you cried out, and I caught you. That is how faith grows. The boat felt secure. It held the others. It floated above the chaos. It offered familiarity. But safety is not always calling. You were not created to live your entire life watching others walk toward me. You were not designed to remain where fear feels comfortable. Peter could have stayed seated. He could have analyzed, he could have agreed with doubt, but something in him desired me more than safety. You do not grow by staying where you are applauded. You grow when you trust where I lead. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Proverbs 3:5 KJV. The boat is understanding. The water is obedience. Comfort will never reveal your capacity. Risk with me will. Ye are the light of the world. Matthew 5:14 KJV. Light does not hide in boats. Light steps into darkness. Light moves where others hesitate. The boat may preserve you, but it cannot transform you. I did not call you to survive storms. I called you to walk above them. Hear me clearly. The storm still obeys me. The sea still knows my voice. And he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still, and the wind ceased. Mark 4:39 KJV. Peace, be still. That authority has not faded. My hand has not weakened. My word has not changed. O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? Matthew 14:31 KJV. This is not accusation, it is invitation. Why doubt when I am present? Why fear when I am speaking? Why measure waves when I am calling? You will face storms again. You will feel wind again. But remember this, the water beneath your feet is not stronger than the one who called you onto it. Lift your eyes, hear my voice, step, and if you begin to sink, cry out, and watch how quickly I reach. I am still standing on the water, and I am still saying, come.